Still Britain's biggest and busiest airport, before we stopped kissing and hugging each other.
No, don't hide! We're spreading happiness!
Before the gateway to Britain faced the biggest challenge in its 74-year history, our cameras were there.
We've got a male becoming disruptive.
He can't be drunk at this time in the morning, surely.
You're coming here to study, OK, and you have nowhere to stay.
The aircraft come in and out like fiddler's elbows.
So buckle up.
Really seasick with that, wouldn't you?
As Heathrow's army battled to take on whatever is thrown at them.
We're not in America or Canada, this is the United Kingdom, OK?
Yeah, we've got a bit of a scrap going on.
What is that?
Do you really want to know?
This is Heathrow, when it was business as usual.
There you go.
At Britain's busiest airport.
But it makes interesting watching. Spectacular, really.
It's 7:10 in the morning, and all is quiet at the eastern end of the airport. It's the start of a shift for one of the 45 airside safety officers. Their area of responsibility is everything on the airfield, ensuring the safety, security and protection of every flight going out or coming into Heathrow. They know the airfield like their own backyards, and for this officer, there's one intruder he won't stand for on his turf. It's Airside Ian. But not as we know him.
Did you get double takes the first time you came into the office?
I got a lot of wows. Someone laughed, couldn't look at me for a while. A few people just didn't realise who I was until I spoke.
And even the birds know when Ian speaks.
Yeah, he's gone.
As well as bird patrol, it's the job of Airside Ian and his colleagues to spot mechanical faults on the airfield. They then pass on this critical information to other teams of specialist engineers, and together they keep the airport running. Today, there's a problem with Heathrow's approach and runway lights.
Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go and inspect the 5-bar approach light system. Part of that obviously extends beyond the airfield boundary.
The 5-bar approach light system, or ALS, as it's known in the biz, is a series of formation lights that help guide arriving planes safely onto the runway. It was developed in Britain in 1948 and soon adopted on airfields worldwide.
This is the actual setup of a bar system. You have a row of 3 and they go down to 2 and then they go down to one single light. So as a pilot is coming in, the pilot has a perspective to see where the lights are coming when they're coming to land.
The lights cover half a mile in length and they start in the middle of a field.
This is when you'll find it strange, is you're standing here like this with these trees and these bushes and you're so close to the airfield and yet you feel like you're in the countryside, really. So from that light there, you are 900 metres to the threshold of the runway.
There are 120 lights on the 5-bar ALS, and Ian needs to find which of the halogen bulbs has blown.
Just thought electricians would come around and do things like this. I didn't realise it, part of our role would be to go and check. So you can see that Centaur's out on those 3. Obviously the 3 behind me goes to 2, but you can see there's a slight perspective there, so that's the one I need to fault.
It only takes 2 missing light bulbs to steer a plane off course, which could ultimately lead to a pilot missing their landing.
It needs to be rectified because it quite easily the one next to it could go out, or the third one could go out, or the one behind it. So, if you leave it until it's too late, once it's too late, it becomes an issue.
With the ALS checks complete, Ian makes his way back to his own turf, but not without taking a moment to smell the roses.
The size of these beasts.
Is that cow parsley?
No. Is it Angelica? There's your cow parsley for next year.
Now there's something to look forward to. Once safely guided onto the runway, planes can deliver up to 100,000 arrivals to Britain's busiest border every single day. where they're questioned by Border Force officers as they seek to gain entry to the country.
Do you have family here, friends?
Friends.
Friends here.
Yeah.
Underneath their seats are other things also wanting to get into the UK. Cargo.
We'll push them in through that way.
Over 2 million tons of cargo arrives into Heathrow every year, from high-tech electronics to life-saving pharmaceuticals. And part of the arrivals process is undertaken by Border Force at their dedicated facility south of the runway.
Do some paperwork and have a look, see what flights are coming in.
Yeah.
This morning it's down to officers Glenn and Amarjeet to make sure everything that comes in is above board. And they should know they've both been scrutinising cargo for over 30 years.
We've got Indian flight, EK Dubai. Dubai is good. So we've got about 3 flights we're going to have a look at today. They're the most interesting ones we can see available at the moment, so we'll target them.
Just as UK exports are taxed when they land at their destination, many foreign goods are taxed when they're imported. To avoid paying up, the sender isn't always honest about what's in their shipments.
I'll have a little look around here.
Jesus, feel that, feel the weight of that.
Done them for a while.
That is really heavy.
That's not garments.
No. We need to look in that.
Yeah,
I have a good feeling.
Do you want
Let's
to
do
X-ray it?
Yeah.
OK, let's have a look.
The specialist Home Office X-ray machine can reveal what type of material the goods are made of and whether it is consistent with the shipment's description.
Oh, that's really dense. What is that? That's packs,
like packs or something.
Packs of something. Can we just make that a bit lighter?
Organic.
Let's have a look. Make it a bit lighter.
On the screen, we've got a load of orange on here at the moment. That's like organic material. So organic's anything that's ever lived. So blue is anything that hasn't lived effectively. And if you get green, it's like a combination of the two. And black is it can't penetrate. So they're the kind of colours you get on X-rays.
That looks like that's probably going to be cigarettes, isn't it?
It could be cigarettes. They could be those packs there.
They now need to find out if this alleged shipment of clothing is the work of smugglers.
Well, let's get it out and open it up.
Yeah, why not?
Heathrow handles more cargo than any other UK airport, but it's still nothing compared to passenger travel, which currently increases by 6.5% every year. At Terminal 2, this means a whopping 18.5 million passengers have passed through here in the last 12 months. That's about the population of Chile.
Yeah, you just take the escalators and then carry on walking, and then you will get to the big gates.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
On hand to help are Heathrow's esteemed army of passenger experience managers, including one of their newest recruits, Lily, who is actually from Chile.
I was in security before, and I've been security officer for 5 years. So, yeah, since March, I started doing this PEM role. Where is your bag? Here. Perfect. So is that one there? Because I'm new in this role, I feel like I am the baby out of all the group. Yeah, because they are very experienced. So I'm just doing baby steps right now. Bombay, Bangalore, Bombay, yeah, keep going.
With almost 50,000 passengers passing through her terminal on a busy day, the priority is making sure everyone flies away safely.
Yes, 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 yes. Oh, I'm trying to kick it out.
Yeah, trying to go down.
Yeah. He's so adorable.
And when you're not firefighting inside the terminal,
Maria, apparently one of the bins for the smoking area is on fire.
all that while having to guide passengers through check-in with a minimum of fuss.
It looks a little bit busier than what normally is, isn't it? Especially this area.
Let's get the boarding passes, and then when you go and drop your bags, you can ask the guys on the desk to put you all together, because sometimes it doesn't show here.
Right, okay.
Can I get a porter, please?
You want a what?
One porter. There's a lady with a lot of bags.
Okay.
And the bags all over the place. She kept going forth and back.
Tell her I can actually look after the bags for her.
Okay.
Where is she?
She's on the corner there.
Okay.
That's the lady.
Hi, lovely. Okay, so you need a porter, you said, yeah? Why are you okay, lovely? What happened?
Okay, what happened? Tell me.
They need me to take all these things out there now. Otherwise, I'm going to miss my flight.
Okay, but wait, hold on. So what do you need? What exactly do you need?
I just need help to go and wrap these things at the other side.
Okay, I can help you out, but don't cry, darling. Okay, what time is your flight?
They are closing up now, but they said if I went and did it all, they would...
Yeah, okay, come on, let's do it.
This passenger is booked on a flight to Botswana and is clearly hoping to pop the champagne when she gets there, as she's travelling with about 20 large ice buckets.
So
you need this? Yes, please.
Loose items can't be stowed on the plane, so she'll need to have them securely wrapped before she can check in.
So we're gonna go to the wrapping area, yeah?
Wrapping area.
Yeah, okay.
This one is shut, so we've got to go.
Oh, we need to go to the far end one. Yeah, all right.
Excuse me, sorry.
Let's go. So what time is your flight, my love?
My flight is supposed to be 8. So we need to run there.
Yeah.
There's just over an hour before the plane departs, with or without her.
Turn to the right, turn to the right, to the right, to the right. She's gonna miss it. If we don't wrap this, she's gonna miss it. So they told her from the airline, if she wrap all of these, she can go. So let's do it. Where are you taking all of it?
Right, so we do events in Botswana.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna be one of those. Oh, thank you.
With check-in closing in minutes, she now risks missing her flight, all for the sake of a bit of bubbly. Heathrow sells over 1,200 bottles of champers every day. But in Terminal 2, Lily is helping a passenger who's lost her sparkle.
What time would you fly again, love?
We said 8:15.
8:15, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
She's trying to transport a load of champagne ice buckets to an event in Botswana. But making check-in is going to be tight.
Grab those 2 or 3 and then go and drop them wherever you need to drop them.
Actually, they say to bring 2 bags, and then we can start checking.
Don't worry, love. Just go and do whatever you need to do. It is stressful, but you have to keep calm. You have to keep smiley. Try to help out because they're stressed already, and you get any stress, you don't get anywhere.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at them. I'm just so nervous now. I'm so nervous, but normally they're very helpful.
It's closed now.
Please, you asked us to run in back. We've done that, and now this flight has been closed now for 10 minutes.
It can take 20 minutes to navigate your way to the gates at Terminal 2, and that's after you've made it through security. In order to ensure flights leave on time, check-in closes strictly an hour before takeoff.
It's such a shame because there is so many people waiting at the other side. I don't know how I will tell them. Yes, so it's a minefield. It's gonna be my worst nightmare, really. We do what's called the Hamptons Jazz Festival in Botswana. So it's something that I started like 7 years ago. There's actually a media press conference that's due to happen about the whole thing, so I need to have been there.
She'll have to put her press conference on ice, as there's only one flight a day to Botswana. There's no choice but to rebook for tomorrow, and it's going to cost her a bucket.
£205 extra? Jesus. I should have come in time.
Not only that, she's going to have to pay a cool 600 quid in excess baggage, so she might want to stick to Prosecco next time.
I feel bad for her. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel really bad, but you have to come on time.
So what's she gonna do with all these bags?
She's gonna have to take them somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Which leaves Lily with one more job to squeeze in.
Is it this one here? How did you brought everything?
You coming down?
I'm helping a lady on the car park. Yeah. Okay, all the best.
I need that. Thank you ever so much.
I'm really sorry that I can do more. I wish that you could go on your flight, but...
It's no one's fault, like I said, it's my own. You can see that everyone was trying their level best to make sure that it works, but it wasn't meant to be. I'll just park for the night and look for a hotel and start the journey again tomorrow.
I know sometimes it's not much you can do, but I think it's the attitude of like, okay, let's try to do something. I think South Americans, we don't take no's for answers. I think that's what it is. So we just try our best. We just try. We die trying, but we try. I'm the best at it.
Yeah, no, I need that.
Just get a hotel, just relax, and then exactly. And tomorrow.
Pint.
There you go. Absolutely.
OK, stick it through and I'll pull it over. Let's go and have a look.
In Cargo City, just a stone's throw from Terminal 2, Border Force officers Glenn and Amajit are rummaging through packages shipped from Dubai.
Yeah, this is like right old rags. Do you want a new wardrobe? There you go. Put that on your coffee table. Be blinding.
According to the paperwork, this shipment is just clothing. But the X-rays suggest something else.
I can smell tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
I can smell it.
Here we go. Woo! And a lot of it. You see they put clothes around the side, try and give it a little bit of cover and concealment, although trying to hide this amount.
5.5 billion illegally imported cigarettes are smoked in the UK every year.
Let's have a look at one. Just open it up.
3, 4, 5. So there's about 10,000 cigarettes in this box.
And because tobacco is subject to heavy import taxes, by not coughing up what they owe, smugglers cost the country over £2 billion in lost tax revenue.
A lot of these are counterfeit as well, so they're not going to have like proper tobacco in a lot of these. They have an element of it, but they put a lot of junk in them as well. So you've got a health aspect to that a lot of people don't think of. When we get these tested occasionally, they come back with all sorts of weird things in them.
As if smoking wasn't bad enough for your health, counterfeit cigarettes have been found to contain arsenic, pesticides, and even rat poison.
We expect normally when we find one lot of these, though, we're probably going to find some more. So we're hoping quite a few of these bags are going to have cigarettes in.
Yeah, these are more similar bags to the ones we just X-rayed. Let's get that one down and have a look.
Oh, they've put...
hang on. Turkey fashion. There you go. Is that your colour?
Control, 39.
OK, let's put that in the negative pile too. Oh, that's looking pretty good. It's like it is like shredded clothing. You're right when you said that. It's 5 done. Come on, B1. Oh yeah, there's a load of old rags. 2 lots, same amount.
Actually, that's another 10,000. So we got 2 plus that one there.
Yeah.
That's so we're looking at.
That's 30,000.
30,000. There's a lot of revenue involved in there.
Repack your wardrobe, and we're done. We're done.
In total, this haul came to 120,000 cigarettes. That's 42 grand's worth of unpaid taxes, which the smugglers hope to avoid. But thanks to Glenn and Amajit, their plans have gone up in smoke.
It's like that cat and mouse game of bringing things in the country. Smugglers trying to bring things in and us trying to stop it and them trying to find other routes. And it's good to know that today we're stopping all this. Right, that's finished with then.
So,
it's on to a new set of bags. Go on.
a nice seizure, actually.
Yes.
Very good.
As night falls, Heathrow's airfield could give Blackpool Illuminations a run for their money. Having spent £5.5 million laying over 80 miles worth of fairy lights. There are over 1,000 LEDs, whose job is to clearly guide planes onto the airfield and to deliver them safely to the gate.
At night, the runway is completely different to what it's like in the day. You know, it's dead quiet, there's no planes, there's no movements, and it's got this eerie sensation to it.
It's now 2:15 in the morning, and as most of the airport sleeps, specialist airside engineering duo, the two Mo's,
It's a bit cold.
are to check whether the runway lights are glimmering in the way they should be.
Just walking down the runway, seeing the terminals, it's absolutely spectacular, and I wish I could get everyone along to experience it.
Once a week, the runway lights are inspected, cleaned, and their brightness measured.
These lights here get the full brunt of the force of the landings. Pilot brings the nose down. These are the ones that get hit directly.
These toughies are designed to take the impact of a 570-ton aircraft. But the problem for engineering is what's left on them. Skid marks.
I mean, this was white at some point, but it's literally been painted with rubber.
The wheels of a landing aircraft don't turn immediately when they hit the runway. First, the tires skid along the surface, leaving behind a thick layer of rubber, which is an issue for the lights.
Oh, that one is, yeah. You can see exactly where the plane has landed right here. Tire has just hit this lens directly.
You see over here, it's not shining all the way out because that bit is actually covering it. So the actual rubber covers the light output.
There are strict international standards for Heathrow's runway lighting, but should dirt and rubber get in the way, fewer planes are allowed to land. So those tough skid marks need some tough cleaning. Enter the multi-hog M-Hog 10. It's a talented little tractor that can blast away the rubber with its high-pressure hose.
So we have a mix of soda and water in that, similar to when they soda blast a car to get the paint off.
That's what gets rid of the rubber.
And there's a lot of it. Every A380 that lands leaves behind 4 kilograms of rubber, the same amount as a whole motorbike tire. With over 1,300 planes landing a day, cleaning the lights is almost a full-time job for multi-hog and the two Mo's.
It took off pretty much, I'd say 80 to 90% of the rubber that was on there. So it's done a fantastic job.
It even gives the top a clean as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly, cleans it all up.
That's one beaming light buffed and in the bank.
You guys don't know how many lights are on your rubber?
Have you ever counted how many lights are on the runway? No.
Only another 239 to go.
No, don't hide! We're spreading happiness!
I want to come here to stay. These suitcases is my life. That's it.